Hey, good morning, Facebook Live. I'm driving, so I got to keep my eyes on the road. Hey, I thought I would go live this morning because I haven't here in a bit, and I want to talk about just going. The other day in my video blog, I talked about, keeping it simple, and sometimes you just gotta take that leap. You just gotta go. And then it came up again last night. I was speaking with my wife, and as we were talking about my video blog that I've set up and so forth, she made the comment. She says, well, you're the one that's saying just go. She says, just get on and record it. Stop overthinking it. And that's one of those things. Sometimes we get a tendency to overthink what it is that we're doing, instead of just hitting the record button, or just, if you're in a BDC or a sales environment, instead of just reaching out and shaking the hand of the person that's walking in, you just go. Instead of overthinking, well, what's the objection, that if the customer's gonna ask this on the car or that on the car, it doesn't matter if you're in person, like AKA real life, or on the phone. It's like, oh my gosh, what's this person going to ask me? Just pick up the phone, for goodness sake, and go with what your training is, and with what, one of the most powerful things is if you've spent the time to train and invested in yourself, and you already know what to do. Sometimes you just go, right? So that's my morning message, and I don't know how long it'll be. It'll probably be about 10 minutes because I'm on my way to work, so that's what it works. Hey, good morning, Jared. Good morning, Elise. Thanks for, looks like I got a few live viewers or listeners, as it were, so thanks for taking the time to tune in. Sure appreciate it. It is Academy Boulevard. Yeah, and I'm just going down Academy Boulevard. So, the message is and I said this at the beginning, but as I have more people jumping on here, we, especially in salespeople, man, we have such a tendency to overthink the process, to overthink what's going to happen, to all the what ifs, right? It's, well, what if the customer says this? Well, what if the car is priced too high? Well, what if I don't know the answer to the question? And we allow those what ifs to overtake what should just happen, which is just going and greet the customer and hello, and then move on through the sale. And you have to do that. The interesting thing, and when I do these in my car, and I don't have, I'm a big fan of processing notes. so when I'm doing these in my car and I don't have notes, it's not necessarily linear. It's all over the place. But the thing is, we do it, if you're a salesperson, sometimes you got to take that leap and just go with the customer. Sometimes you've got to take that leap. Think about this one. Sometimes you have to just go with the manager and tell them what needs to happen. That's the amazing thing, is we overthink, well, this customer's offer is this and that, and we start justifying that to ourselves instead of just going to the manager. Just go and say, hey, look, here's the offer. What do we got to do to make it a deal, boss? In the sales side of things, that can also be, as a salesperson, you just got to be going all the time. So, hey, Quentin, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. So that's albeit a short one. I think that's my whole message for this morning. Sometimes you just got to take the leap. So keep that in mind. It's Thursday. We're getting ready for the weekend. Getting ready to. Well, we're always getting ready for something. In sales, it's always a sale, right? So just go today. Just get your weekend set up, and hope you have an absolutely fantastic Thursday. And rock and roll. Today is July 6th, sale day. So hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.